Check, 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 check. You good, Aaron? Need anything? Hey, Garrett, I think we're good to go. They showed up. They both showed up late, but they're here, so we're good. Okay, we'll see you soon. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. It is time. The New York Legion, Team LVC, makes their season debut against the Boston Bounce here in match number 2 of the weekend. My name is Rob St. Clair. Thanks so much for tuning in live on the VLA YouTube channel. First of 3 matches today. We got this one, then we got a rematch of last night between the Boston Bounce and the Northeast Force. Then this evening, Force against LVC, and then 2 more matches tomorrow. So all the info you need about this weekend and about the league in general, links are in the description. That's number 1 in black. He'll get you one. Someone will figure it out. All right. Let's introduce the starting lineups here for both teams before we get to first serve. For the Boston Bounce, a little bit of a different look than we saw last night in their 4-set win over the Northeast Force. Colin Ritter at the setter. Greg Woods, the starting opposite. Neil Ferraro, last night's MVP, moving back to his natural middle blocker position, along with Skylar Kaufman. Outside hitters, Andrew Bliss and Rob Chilcote, and libero once again is Kobe Moore. Boston is coached by Konst Dimov. And for Team LVC, the New York Legion, Joby Ramos makes his VLA debut, the setter number 20 out of the University of Hawaii. Other than that, the usual cast of LVC characters. Jordan Varee at the opposite, Witkowski Rogers in the middle, Landon Shorts, Andrew Fishman at the outsides, and Dave Evans at the libero in pink for Team LVC. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. First serve coming up. Boston, the Boston Bounce serving on the far side of your screen in black and purple. LVC, the New York Legion, on the near side of your screen in black and pink. Incredible uniform matchup. These guys look phenomenal in the new novice threads. It is time. Colin Ritter starting us off serving for LVC on the far side of your screen. Good dig there by Moore against Varee down the line. Basically a free ball opportunity here. Shorts is blocked, or maybe into the net at most. And a missed opportunity for LVC. A perfect pass and serve receive, and then pretty much a free ball, and they can't quite take advantage. Good defense by Boston. They are on the board first. Ritter serving again into the starting setter position for Bounce this time. We saw Cameron Ponce last night, but Colin Ritter, despite that service error there, 6'1" out of Wentworth Institute of Technology, 27 years of age. Played last year for the Boston Bounce in Buffalo and was really, really good. I love the offense he runs, and he'll have a chance here inside out in rotation 1 off the serve of Joby Ramos, making his LVC debut. The ball may have been going out of bounds, played pretty nicely by Bliss, and casually put away to the deep corner position 5 by Skylar Kaufman. Kaufman, number 16 in black for the Boston Bounce, 6'9", 24 years of age out of MIT. One of the many great middle blockers on display this weekend. Now Landon Shorts back to serve. Number 22 in black and pink, 6'3" out of Stevenson, and an extremely high flyer. Perfect pass there. Woods slowed down by the block. Good play there by Shorts. Fishman threw a seam in the block, and LVC takes an early lead. Really good block touch there by A.J. Witkowski, number 8 on the near side for LVC. One of the great long-time VLA middle blockers. He slowed that one down. Gave New York a good opportunity in transition. Ooh, good little pokey there by Ramos, kept alive by Varee. Basically a free ball here. Ritter, Chilcote off the block and just out of bounds. Rob Chilcote, number 3 in black on the far side for Boston, was really good last night. A nice compliment to Jeff Vautrin, as we saw. Chilcote was telling me that he played libero at Loyola University Chicago. Adds an element of outstanding ball control and smart, high-level offense. Not going to bang balls straight to the floor, but that doesn't mean he can't score. Speaking of banging balls straight to the floor, Jordan Varee threw a high part of the block and down, and number 15 in black for New York. At the opposite, Jordan Varee, one of the great players in EIVA conference history from St. Francis. Maybe their most important player offensively. What a stuff block by Lance Rogers. Oh my goodness. Neil Ferraro is as high of a flyer in the middle as you will see anywhere in the VLA, and we saw it last night as he was playing opposite. That ball was contacted ridiculously high, but Lance Rogers shut the door, one of the best blockers in all the league. This will be a free ball here for New York. Shorts, Ramos, Fishman, sharp cross court off the defense and out of play, and a really good start for New York's Team LVC, Legion Volleyball Club, founded by Chris Hosley in Albany, New York. These guys have played together for years and years and have dominated the East Coast volleyball community since the mid-2000s. Woods is roofed by Fishman. Wow, what a run. Team LVC is on here early off the serve of A.J. Witkowski, and Greg Woods, the new starting opposite for Boston, number 8 in black on the far side of your screen, is put down harshly. 7 serving 3. Nice start for New York in set number 1. That is a much better piece of offense there. Crushed to the floor by Neil Ferraro. Set number 1 here of this best 3 out of 5 set match to 25 points. You must win by 2. If we get to 5, which we very well may, it'll be played only to 15. Good block touch there by Ferraro to slow it down. That ball was actually touched by Rogers, despite maybe it was intended to go to Fishman. Ended up deflecting out of bounds, so Boston takes a point on serve. Varee somehow blocked by Ferraro. Oh my goodness, he was nowhere to be found on that play, but stuck out his left arm in desperation and pretty much just a one-arm Kong block there, finds the sideline. That was ridiculous. Boston very quickly back within one. That ball served just out of bounds by Woods down the line, trying to go at Fishman. Jordan Varee, number 15 for LVC, serving here. One of the most unique players I've ever seen mechanically. You'll see his jump serve here. He's got a world-class arm for sure. His jump serve there, yeah, looks normal. Nothing weird about that. We'll talk about his footwork in just a second. Another stuff block for Lance Rogers. Wow, this time shutting down Rob Chilcote with Ramos there as well. Beautiful double block. Fundamentally sound volleyball right there from Team LVC. 9 serving 6. Ace serve, Jordan Varee, one of the most lethal servers in the league. And his first ace of the young season gives his team a 4-point lead. Timeout Boston, interesting, a very early timeout. Legion went up early. Boston brought it back, and now some service pressure and some blocking. Been really good so far for the New York Legion. And Coach Konstantinov of Boston takes his first team timeout of the first set. Check out the schedule for the rest of the weekend. Last night, the Boston Bounce beat the Northeast Force 3-1 in a good battle there. So we got this one, Bounce versus LVC, the Bounce versus Force rematch coming up next at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. Force versus LVC, the nightcap tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then 2 more matches tomorrow as well. A great weekend of volleyball live from the Mohegan Sun Casino in southeastern Connecticut. We're sharing this event with the AAU Grand Prix, a big juniors event. There's about 15 courts of volleyball going on all around us. Great crowds. As we love here in the VLA, we put this elite level men's volleyball in a gym where volleyball is already at the forefront of people's minds. It creates a lot of buzz. We love to see it. Here's Varee serving again out of the timeout. Good pass there from Bliss. Ferraro blocked by Rogers again. My goodness, Lance Rogers is dominating those individual matchups here early on in the first set. Already 3 stuff blocks with 2 of them against Neil Ferraro. And that is an aspect of the Boston offense that they really want to run as much as possible. They have such confidence in their middles, and for good reason. And especially to keep such a good server at the line. Transition opportunity here. Ramos to Rogers, slowed down by the block. Woods out of the back row, missed it short into the net and probably would have been blocked by Fishman anyway. 12-6, what a start for Team LVC in their first match of the season. New York finished in 4th place in the Tier 1 championships last summer in Orlando. They finished tied for 5th at the VLA Cup, and they are looking to improve on both those finishes this year. That's a really good swing right there by Rob Chilcote, high flat off the fingertips, and couldn't be kept alive by libero Dave Evans. Seven serving 12. Chilcote back to serve. Good blocking lineup here for the Bounce. Shorts out of the back row, kept alive easily by Woods. Transition opportunity here. And a smart tip by Chilcote out of the pipe. Just out of the reach of a diving Varee and over the outstretched fingertips of Lance Rogers, the blocker. Off speed out of the pipe is an underrated and less utilized option. I really like that choice there from Chilcote. He's back within 4. Fishman absolutely destroyed down the line. And there is so much space being left there by the block between Ritter's outside hand and the antenna, and Fishman explodes. That was a beautiful rip by number 6 in black, Andrew Fishman out of SUNY New Paltz. It's one of the great programs in NCAA Division III. 13 serving 8, New York leads. That is an ace serve. Wow, right on the end line. Greg Woods dipped out of the way as the opposite is, well, passing isn't his job, but everybody on Boston thought that ball was out of bounds. Just enough topspin there from Fishman to catch the court. 14 serving 8. Fishman cuts that one short. Really good pass there. Bliss tipped down the line. Good read by Vary, but back to the Boston side. Woods out of the back row with a beautiful swing to get himself back into this match. Nine serving 14 the score. A good choice there, the center dump from Joby Ramos. Straight to the floor on the second contact. Hey, Skylar, go tell the scores table that the score is wrong. Oh, wait, they just got it. They got it, 15-9. Yeah, thanks. All right, we got the score correct and a timeout here from Boston, their second and final of the first set. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Rob St. Clair here. Good match so far. Really impressed by Team LVC early. They're definitely a thinner roster than the Boston Bounce. Well, that's not saying much. Boston, I think, has 18 guys on the roster right now, which is crazy. But the veteran experience and the chemistry of LVC on full display, plus some blocking and some really nice in-system play. I'm liking Joby Ramos running the offense so far. Excited to see these two teams continue their rivalry, which they kick-started last year. So Rogers will serve out of the timeout. We'll get right back to the match. 15 serving 9. Bliss high into the hands of Ramos, covered on the Boston side. Ferraro blocked again, this time by Shorts, but still kept alive. Swipe down the line, Shorts on 2. Kept alive by Kaufman. Woods dug by Vary again, but right on the net, and finally fisted to the floor by Andrew Bliss. Bliss, number 1 in black for Boston on the far side of your screen, out of Keene, 6'4", 26 years of age. Making his VLA debut here in the second match of the weekend. Ritter back to serve. Good serve, right on the net by Shorts, and that's got to be New York's point, and yes, it is. The Boston blocker reached all the way over the net and touched the ball while it was still fully on the New York side, and Ramos was able to get 2 hands on that ball. He'll get the benefit of that call every time. 16 serving 10. Perfect pass there by Bliss. He gets this ball on the right side and detonates. I mean, that looked like a cross-court swing, but that was to the outside of the blocker. So Fishman giving him way too much space down the line that time, and Bliss made no doubt about that one. He goes back to serve. Another service error, this time Bliss into the top tape. And service errors were part of the story last night with the Boston Bounce and the Northeast Force. Just way too many serves missed by both of those teams. LVC already with 2 aces and, well, an error right there from Shorts, but they're getting the return on their serving aggressiveness. It's not all about just number of errors in high-level men's volleyball. Ace-to-error ratio is the stat that a lot of teams like to look at. If you can be 2 errors to every 1 ace, that, surprisingly enough, is a good ratio. But that there, like a conservative float serve from Skylar Kaufman of Boston, you've got to make those. You've got to have some servers on your team that keep the ball in play and others that have the green light to go for it as aggressively as they want. Witkowski here, the sort of guy to keep the ball in play, and LVC scores points in these rotations. Easy chop down the line, kept alive. Vary through a tiny seam in the block. He puts it away on the right side. Good bump set there from A.J. Witkowski. The middle blocker is serving with no libero on the floor. Second ball is his with Ramos out of the play. And Jordan Verreed, to talk about his footwork, when he hits on the right side, front or back row, he reverses his footwork to be a goofy-footed attacker as a right-hander with his right foot being his last step. Good swing there by Woods on the right side for Boston. But I've never seen a player like that before, Jordan Verreed, because when he jump serves and when he hits on the left side in rotation one, he switches his footwork back to conventional, where his left foot is his last step as a right-handed attacker. That I've never seen a player change their footwork completely based on where they are on the court. It's fascinating to watch. A 6-2 substitution in here for Boston. Ize Dong, the backup setter. Frank Field, the backup opposite. But another service error from Boston, and just way too many of those. (20 serving 13). Verreed, who went on a tear his last trip to the line. Let's see if he can do it again. Good pass there by Chilcote. Absolutely perfect. And crushed to the floor by Ferraro. That is an outstanding piece of service reception by Rob Chilcote. You can tell that he's played libero before. Comfortable lead here for Team LVC in the first set. This match is far from over. Perfect pass there by Shorts. Fishman, deep cross court and absolutely perfectly located right on the end line. And Andrew Fishman, who I know is dealing with a little bit of back tightness. Doesn't look any worse for the wear so far, but we'll see if that becomes a factor as the weekend goes on for Team LVC. Good pass there by libero Kobe Moore for Boston. Field is rejected by Shorts. No, actually through the block and down on the New York side. I don't know how he found some space, but through the block of Shorts that time. But Frank Field, number 4 in black, with the first kill of his VLA career. 15-21. Rogers' connection not quite there with Ramos, but still good enough to score. Lance Rogers with the fingertips, and now he's going to go to the bench, replaced by a service substitute. No, a timeout perhaps? Yeah, I guess LVC's going to call timeout here. Not totally sure why. They're winning this very comfortably. But 22-15 the score in favor of the Flamingos. While we have a moment, I wanted to thank everyone for watching live on YouTube. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Big red button that says subscribe. You can't miss it. It's free. Don't have to do anything. Just hit the subscribe button. It helps us out a lot, and that will enable you to comment in the live chat. I'm looking at the chat. You got any questions? You got any trash talk? You can put your custom emojis in the chat if you're a member of the channel to show me what team you're rooting for. So definitely subscribe to the channel and get active in the chat. Eric Martin coming in off the bench here for New York, number 13 in black, the 49-year-old legend, in to serve and play some defense for Lance Rogers. That ball is destroyed by Andrew Bliss on the left side. Gorgeous swing there for number 1 for Boston as the LVC service sub is undone. And now Boston will bring back in the original setter opposite combo of Ritter and Woods. Great pass there by Evans. Verreed out of the back row accelerates and lights up Kobe Moore down the line. That is an absolute bomb from number 15 in black and pink for LVC, and a great sign for Jordan Verreed to look so good this early for Team LVC. He has been awesome so far. 23-16. LVC 2 points away from taking this first set. Good rip there by Ramos, but an even better pass. Bliss is roofed by Shorts. What a massive stuff block that is. Landon Shorts slamming the door aggressively to bring up New York's set point, 24-16. Kaufman dug by Ramos. Verreed will have a swing here for the set. Rolled over the top, and Moore can't make the defensive play, and that is it. New York's team LVC puts on a clinic in the first set. They take it 25-16. Maybe. What a performance from LVC in the first. Definitely too many service errors for Boston, but LVC had everything working, blocking and serving in particular. So teams will change sides. We'll be right back in just a minute with set number 2 of this great East Coast battle live from Connecticut. Stick around. All good, Todd?
Oh yeah, it's really really close. It's very tight, so the lenses are different than normal.
Jordan was awesome. He's 100%, and they have. They really kind of go as he goes. All right, set number 2 ready to get underway. New York took the first 25-16 convincingly. My name's Rob St. Clair. Thanks very much for watching. New York versus Boston. Joby Ramos, the setter, making his VLA debut, was very good in that first set. He'll serve for New York on the far side of your screen. No lineup changes for either team. I'm a little bit surprised. But perhaps Boston, the easy solution is to not miss so many serves. Way too many service errors for them in that first set. Rotation 1 receive here for New York against the serve of Colin Ritter. Speaking of service errors, 2 of them to start this set. Woods on the left side followed through into the net and committed the net violation on offense, so New York takes the point and the lead. Rotation 1 receive here for Boston with Woods the opposite on the left and Bliss the outside hitter on the right. Some teams struggle in these rows. Barely kept alive by Kaufman. Free ball coming here for New York. Shorts, Ramos, Witkowski, cross-body. And he puts it away, number 8 in black. On the far side, A.J. Witkowski, 6'6" middle blocker out of Endicott College. A mainstay of this Team LVC squad for years. Really fun to watch. Great fundamental attacker and blocker as Shorts misses that serve. Here's Bliss. Vree hammered down the line. Jordan trying to assault our camera. Jordan Vree has been awesome so far for New York. It's been a big part of their success and typically definitely is. That is a really good swing by Greg Woods on the right side. Woods, number 8 in black for Boston. 6'2" opposite out of Springfield in Western Massachusetts. Only 6'2", but really dynamic. Here's Kaufman. Fishman out of system is clamped by Ferraro. Big block there from Neil Ferraro, who switched positions to the opposite last night and was really good. Now back in the middle in this one, Ferraro, number 21 on the near side. Was a first-team All-American in Division III at NYU. Here's Vree. And anytime Boston can get out of the Vree service rotation on the first ball, they will be thrilled, especially if you get lucky and he misses one. Oh, what a set there from Ramos to Shorts out of the back row. That is such a good choice. You see Ferraro jump with Rogers, and while he's on his way down, Shorts pops up out of nowhere. Nothing the middle blocker can do. Fishman back to serve with a 1-point lead. Ooh, good defensive play. Somehow rescued by Dave Evans, sent over by Rogers. But eventually hammered out of the middle by Ferraro for Boston to tie us up once again. Chilcote barely keeping that serve in place. Shorts on the left side. Explodes and caught and then kicked by Kobe Moore. Well, gotta give him credit for being in the right spot on defense, but can't catch the ball in volleyball. Good rip there by Shorts on the left side. It's 7-6 New York. Ferraro blocked by Witkowski and can't be covered. Wow, the LVC middle blockers are doing an outstanding job one-on-one in those matchups, not allowing Kaufman or Ferraro to have any success attacking, and that is not an easy part of the Boston offense to shut down. Repeat set, and this time Ferraro will not be denied. I love that choice from Colin Ritter, going right back to him. Ferraro, ace serve, wow. Miscommunication there between Shorts and Fishman about whose responsibility that seam was. Right there, you don't have to serve the ball 75 miles an hour to put on pressure. Ferraro grabs the ace to tie us up at 8 on the floater. Same spot, just a little bit longer this time, and he missed it out of bounds. Here's Ritter. Got to keep this serve in play. He does. Good pass there by Evans. Fired into the middle. Witkowski kept alive. Witkowski again dug by Ritter, but right. Oh, what a play by Moore. And a net violation committed by New York on the block. Wow. What a defensive play by Kobe Moore. Landon Shorts had a wide open net overpass. Threw it down with two hands, and Kobe Moore, right place, right time, kept it off the floor. And Boston scores to take the lead. Nice play there from number 2 in white, the libero, for the Boston Bounce. Good pass there for Moore. Woods blocked by Witkowski, covered by Moore, but not for long. Beautiful blocking again by A.J. Witkowski, just so rock solid. No seams, no usable fingertips. Does a great job penetrating over the net. Textbook. So as these two teams kick off the East Division season at last, it creates a lot of storylines for us. The rivalries here in the East in particular are going to be really fun to watch. Good defensive play there by Ritter. And then hit just out of bounds by Chilco. That looked like the right call to me. I believe it was just barely out of bounds. And now Chris Hosley, the godfather of Team LVC, number 1 in black on the far side of your screen. Their club's founder and VLA board member. Into serve, and he misses one short. Haas, usually a very reliable server, but not that time. The service error bug is contagious. Oh, beautiful set by Ramos to Fishman, kept alive off the block. Rogers in the middle. Ferraro gets his own rebound off the block touch and swats it to the floor, and Boston takes the lead. Good blocking there. That first touch by Greg Woods totally turned that point into Boston's favor. Varee covered off the block of Chilcote. Fishman, knuckle, beautiful touch by Woods, reaching behind him. And somehow kept alive, but that's eventually 4 contacts by Boston. Good disciplined blocking there from Jordan Varee to win the joust, and Boston couldn't keep it alive. We're tied up at 13. Varee serving to break a tie. Good battle here in the second set. Perfect pass by Moore. Woods absolutely crushed, sharp cross court. That is beautiful, beautiful offense for Boston, and Greg Woods has really heated up here after a bit of a slow start, and now the 6-2 comes in with Ize Dong and Frank Field in at setter and opposite respectively. Dong, number 6 in black, out of Moraga, California. Set at MIT collegiately. Not a good pass there. It's an ace serve. Wow, Ize Dong right through the hands of, I believe, Andrew Fishman. Couldn't handle that one. Maybe landed in shorts. And a timeout here for New York as they trail by 2. And a very tight battle here in the second set. Boston with half a foot in front now forces New York into their first timeout. now that we have some time, just to talk about some of the storylines that this event creates and these matchups create. We talked to Garrett Minyard, the captain of the Northeast Force, on Around the VLA the other night about the East Division rivalries. Geographically, a very tight division. Boston, Hartford, and Albany, New York really are not far apart, three cities. These two teams have seen each other a lot in various East Coast battles over the last 10 years, really. Now doing battle on the VLA stage, and a race to win this division, make the playoffs, and see how the East Division stands up against the rest of the league. A lot of fun stuff coming out of this weekend already. Fishman off the block of Ferraro and out of play, in New York with a very good timeout. Sides out immediately to get back within one. Here's Fishman. Very good server. Good pass by Moore. Field down the line, kept alive. Fishman out of the back row, off the head of the blocker, still in play off the ceiling, but Bliss runs out of room, and it's 15 all. The ceiling in this gym this weekend is in play. Usually international rules in the VLA where ceiling is out of bounds, but it's gym dependent. This is a slightly lower ceiling, at least relative to professional men's volleyball, so more USAV rules and balls in play off the ceiling. That ball rescued by Dong and able to be put away by Chilcote on the right side. That is a miraculous rescue by number 6 in black. And a big point there for Boston to side out and retake the lead. Perfect pass there and dumped straight to the floor by Ramos on 2. That is so well disguised. Does such a good job of keeping both his hands up high until the last possible second before chucking that ball to the floor. 16 all. Good battle here in the second set. Ferraro tipped out of the middle into the floor on the New York side. Man, Neil Ferraro is just so physical. Good size at about 6'7" and hangs in the air for a ridiculously long time. Varee out of the back row. About a half a step too late to that ball, and he missed it short into the net, and that is a big point on serve for Boston to take a 2-point lead. 18-16. Rotation 6 receive for New York. Don't be surprised at all if Ramos goes right back to Varee on this play. Shorts this time, off the block of Field, kept alive. Witkowski out of the middle, missed it out of bounds. No touch off the block. Interesting, and Boston now pulling away just a little bit here. After getting pretty clearly outclassed in the first, Boston has responded. 19-16. It's another block. This time Kaufman shuts down Witkowski on the 31 with Field there as well. And LVC's got to call timeout here, and yes, they do. 20-16, a 4-0 run by Boston to take a crucial lead here late in the second. The Boston Bounce looking to tie this up at 1 set apiece and continue their perfect start to the season. They beat the Northeast Force in 4 sets last night and got a full 3 points in the standings from that win. Serving 16. LVC really needs a side out right here. They almost get one the easy way, but it gets over the tape, and then Varee crushed down the line out of the back row. That is the side out that New York was looking for, and good for Ramos to keep Varee and his confidence high. And now good blocking rotations here for LVC with Ramos back at the service line. Bliss, Kaufman, and Field, the front court attackers for Boston. Good pass there from Chilcote. Kaufman puts it away through the hands of the block and right on the end line as well. Perfect first ball side out there for Boston, and a nice trip through the back court for Ize Dong and Frank Field as well. He came in at the opposite. Now those guys go to the bench. Ritter and Woods back in at center and opposite. But the 6-2 there from Coach Konstantinov of Boston really paid dividends. They got that huge run on the serve of Neil Ferraro. 21-17. Good pass there from Fishman. Shorts, missed it out of bounds. No block touch. Went high on the right side. Couldn't catch the cord and didn't catch the block either. And a big point of insurance for Boston to lead by 5. Interesting. Varee also missed it out of bounds. Tried to go high flat off the fingertips of the block and hit it right in between the blockers and didn't catch the hand. So now it's 23-17. Wow, Boston has really pulled away. It was 16-16 just a minute ago. 7-1 run. Oh, beautiful rescue there by Ramos, but Moore makes the play defensively. Woods, high hands, good run down by Fishman. Shorts wins the joust, but still alive for Boston. Bliss can't be kept alive defensively, and set points coming up. My goodness, what a run by the Boston Bounce. 8-1 run since we were tied up at 16. And all the momentum on the Boston side as it looks like they're going to take this second set. What an impressive bounce back performance. Bounce back, no pun intended. Good pass there from Shorts. Varee through the block of Woods and down, so 1 set point saved. Serving 24. Landon Shorts might as well go for this. He does, and he misses it short, and that is it. What a response from the Boston Bounce. After dropping the first 25-16, they respond to level this match. 1 set apiece, 25-18, the set 2 score. So we're going at least 4 sets here this afternoon in Connecticut. A lot more volleyball coming your way. First serve of set number 3 in just a minute. Stick around. Want to take a minute here in the set break to thank our apparel sponsor, Novice Clothing Company, based out of Albany, New York. They're outfitting the entire VLA Tier 1 this year. These 2 teams, Boston and New York, look so good. And the novice guys are here in the gym in person this weekend, with some booths set up and a bunch of content that they're making. And it's awesome to meet these guys in person. We really thank them for their support of the VLA. Check them out on Instagram at Novice Clothing Co. And if you look in the description of this video, we've got a pop-up store, a Novice VLA store that's live for the next 2 weeks only. So limited time. You can click the link in the description below and get some VLA merch. It's really good stuff. So definitely check that out. And we thank Novice for their support of the VLA. Set number 3, ready to get underway. Boston tied it up at 1, serving on the far side of your screen. Varee crushed down the line out of the back row again. He's having so much success working the ball down the line. You got to wonder if Boston's going to make an adjustment with their block to take more of that space away. That ball missed well out of bounds by Ramos. Varee, beautiful dig by Moore cross court, but unable to be rescued. And Jordan, with some experience playing outside hitter in his career, is a nice asset for New York to have in rotation 1. They don't lose much with their hitters switching pins in that one rotation only. Woods through the block of Fishman and down on the New York side for Boston to take that point. Greg Woods was really good in that second set and a big part of Boston's bounce-back performance. They also, as a team, missed less serves, so that certainly helps. Here's Kaufman. Good flat swing through a seam in the block by Fishman, not a play off the defender. Woods flying through the air. Hammers it off the block of Fishman, not a play. Man, talk about Greg Woods coming to life. He's looked great here in the last set and a half. He goes back to serve here, 3-all. Rotation 3 receive for New York. Rogers out of the middle, covers himself. Varee tipped over the block on the right side. Ritter makes the play. Chilcote challenges the block, is looking for some fingertips and did not get him. No touch is the call, at least for now. And there's some discussion about this. It looks like LVC is going to keep this point. And yes, they will. So Varee back to serve. Woods out of the back row, dug easily by Evans down the line. Fishman in transition, off the block and out of bounds, deep. Good run down by Shorts, and he lets it fall out of play. New York takes the point in transition. Varee again. Good pass. Ferraro, somebody touched the net. It was New York on the block. That is such a good pass there. I think that's Rob Chilcote in position 5. Yes, it was. Just outstanding ball control on the first contact. Boston back within 1. Andrew Bliss to the front court. Fishman is roofed by Ritter. Wow, what a right-hand press by number 12 in black for Boston. That is such a good block move, and I know Ritter's not the biggest blocker on the floor. In fact, good chance he's the smallest. But he shuts down Fishman right there to tie Boston up at 5. Shank pass. Ramos runs it down. Varese sends over a free ball. Where does Ritter go here? Bliss off the block and out of bounds, and the Bounce take the lead. Very nice. Good serving. Rob Chilcote just keeping the ball in play, putting that knuckly float serve on the front court outside hitter, which is never a bad move. Goes at Fishman again. That's a better pass. Shorts out of the back row. Can't be dug by Woods. Good set choice there from Ramos to land in shorts out of the back row. We're tied up at 6. Here's Fishman. Ace serve. Wow, that's definitely a miscommunication there for Boston. That is not a difficult serve at all. But Chilcote and Moore both went for it. Ball deflected immediately out of the reach of any other Boston player. It's 7-6 New York. Stuff blocked by Joby Ramos. My goodness, what a press. That was beautiful. Number 20 in black, Joby Ramos out of the University of Hawaii with a beautiful block. Rogers there as well. And Bliss is shut down for New York to take a 2-point lead. Good pass there by Moore to fight it off. Ferraro out of the middle, kept alive by Fishman. Hittable ball here for Varese, and he's dug by Chilcote. Bliss deep over the top of the block and may have been going out of bounds, but too much heat. Fishman couldn't get out of the way. And Boston out of a difficult and important rotation. 7 serving 8. Shorts, what a dig! Ramos blocked by Kaufman. Shorts again, blocked and covered. Varese stuffed by Bliss. That was incredible defense. Rob Chilcote in position 6 just handled an absolute laser from Landon Shorts, and Boston turns it into a point. That was incredible. Awesome defense. 8-all. The level of this match continues to turn up. Varese out of the back row again. Somehow finds some cross-court space. Puts it away off Chilcote and out of play. Kaufman on the back one. What a creative piece of offense that is. Jumping off 2 feet behind the setter. Witkowski, the middle blocker, didn't follow him. He bailed out to the left side. So Shorts was there, but a good angle from Kaufman inside the block. That's a nice little offensive mix-up. Tied up at 9. What a bomb by Kaufman cross-body. Wow, great service reception. There were 2 big blockers up there for LVC. They knew that ball was going to the middle, and they still couldn't stop big number 16 in black. Varese, deep cross-court, missed it out of bounds, looking for a touch, and he's not going to get it. And Boston takes the lead. That is not a bad swing. Missed the sideline by about 3 or 4 feet and missed the fingertips by much less than that. Repeat sets of Vary. What a dig by Moore. Witkowski blocked by Kaufman and can't be covered. Wow, what a defensive play by Kobe Moore, and it turns into a big stuff block for Boston, and New York needs timeout. What a momentum shift. The Boston Bounce have completely grabbed the momentum from the New York side. It's 12-10 in the third. We are tied up at a set apiece. It's anybody's game, but the momentum is on the far side of Boston. Nice battle here this afternoon from Connecticut. Bliss continuing to serve out of the timeout. LVC's got to get out of rotation one right here. Good pass. Shorts on the right side, dug by Bliss. Chilcote in transition, high flat, deflects off the block and out of bounds. That is such a good swing by Rob Chilcote again. We saw him do that all night long against the Northeast Force last night. Hitting that ball as hard as he can, high flat off the block, and he's gotten some great deflections and another point for Boston on serve in this rotation. Oh, Bliss, that is a really bad service error, letting him off the hook. Let's see if LVC can take that and run with it. Oh, what a flick by Ritter with one hand. Vary can't get his feet inside of that ball to hit it, but mishandled by Boston. And LVC somehow take a pretty wacky point to get back within one. 12-13. Sloppy volleyball all around right there, but New York will take him however they can get him. Shorts back to serve again. Perfect pass by Chilcote, but he's out of the offense. Good roll shot there by Woods. The ball definitely down to the floor. That's a really good choice off speed by number 8 in black on the far side of your screen. Witkowski did catch a piece of the sideline. That was very close, but I think that's the right call. Ball just got a piece of the left sideline. And now Eric Martin coming again to serve and play some defense, this time for Witkowski. Eric Martin, or E as we call him, such a legend. The oldest player in the VLA by my knowledge. That's such a good swing by Woods on the right side. He is flying right now. Service sub for New York is undone, and the 6-2 comes in here for Boston. Frank Fielden at the opposite, Ize Dong in at the setter. Not a good pass there from Fishman. He'll have an out-of-system swing. Kept alive easily by Moore. Not a good set by Dong, too far outside. Opportunity here for New York. They've got to have this, and they do. Lance Rogers straight to the floor on the 31. Rare ball handling mistake there from Ize Dong, setting that ball too far outside the antenna, and it's 14 serving 15. Now de facto rotation one for Bounce with Chilcote, the outside hitter, on the right, and Field the opposite on the left. Ace serve, Jordan Vary, that is absolutely perfect. Wow, so good. Right on the sideline, right on the end line, and nothing the Bounce can do about that. And even their 10-plus person bench isn't going to argue with that one. That serve was just too good. We're tied up at 15. That is a foot fault against Varee, just barely stepping on the service line. And a sigh of relief for Boston there as they have to wait another 5 rotations before dealing with Jordan Varee's serve again. 16-15 Boston. Good battle here in the third. Beautiful swing by Varee. Oh, I thought he caught a piece of the hands, but no, he didn't. Just out of bounds long. Deep cross court, and an important point on serve there for the Boston Bounce. 17-15, they lead. Varee again, blocked straight down by Bliss. No, that ball's definitely on the LVC side. Oh, never mind. I think that did go through the block of Bliss and down on the Boston side. Yeah, it did. Okay, the initial celebration had me fooled. New York does take that point as that ball went through the block and down. Field slowed down. Good play by Fishman. Free ball opportunity here for Boston. Dong over on 2. Wow. He was below the level of the tape. He's a back row player. But he released that ball from below the level of the net. Therefore, it's a legal play to send it over on 2. What a great choice by Ize Dong. Nobody on the LVC side expected that at all. Shorts against no block. What a set that time from Ramos. And you won't get many better opportunities than that if you're landing shorts against no blocks. 17-18. Rogers to serve. Witkowski back to the front court. Bliss off the block of Witkowski. Varee tries to make the play at the scorer's table, but just barely runs out of room. All right, we got the score back correct after everything went flying at the scorer's table. The 6-2 is undone on the Boston side. A lot going on right now, but it is 19-17 Bounce with Colin Ritter, the setter, back to serve, fresh off the bench. Another service error, this time from Ritter. Can't clear the top tape. The LVC side-out offense, which was just perfect in the first set, has not been quite as good through sets 2 and 3, and therefore Boston's really got to make them earn their points in serve reception. That's an ace serve. Joby Ramos, what a nasty little mix-up. Wow, like a spinning toss, hit it with backspin and created sort of a hybrid effect and totally confused the Boston passers. Big serve there. We're tied up at 19 all. That time a more conventional jump spinner, but the same result. Another ace serve from Joby Ramos, and LVC takes the lead and forces Boston into a timeout. What an individual performance by Joby Ramos from the service line when his team needed it the most. 20-19, New York takes the lead. A lot on the line for both of these teams. The winner of the East Division will receive an automatic berth to the VLA playoffs. Eight teams in VLA Tier 1 this year. 6 will make the playoffs, including the 3 division winners. And the East Division might be the most competitive, top to bottom out of all of them. And another ace serve. Joby Ramos 3 in a row. That time out of the timeout. That is such a difficult thing to do. Get slowed down by a timeout and still snipe the end line right into the seam. And it's 21-19. What a serving performance from Joby Ramos here lately in a crucial spot. Can he do it again? Yes, he can! Unbelievable, 4 in a row. Joby Ramos has put the team on his back and a second timeout in the same rotation for the Boston Bounce. Unbelievable serving from Ramos. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know if anybody all year in the league has gotten 4 aces in a row. That's ridiculous. How important is this run gonna be? Not just in this match, if LVC is able to finish and take a 2-1 lead, but in this entire season. Incredible serving from Ramos. I can't believe what we're seeing. Can Ramos do it again? Already 4 in a row. 2 timeouts in the middle, and now finally he misses one out of bounds. But that is maybe the serving performance of the year so far early in the VLA season, with 4 aces in a row in a tight third set when you're tied 1-1. That doesn't get much better than that. So now Boston in a 2-point hole, 20 serving 22 with Andrew Bliss. Vary controlled easily by Moore. Woods through the block, kept alive by Shorts. Oh, beautiful play by Dave Evans defensively. Stuff blocked by Witkowski, but covered. Not for long. Both teams asking for some net violations in that play. None called. I didn't see any. I thought it was the ball both times. And Bounce, miscommunication. They let a pretty easily coverable ball fall to the floor. That's a pretty big mistake. 23-20. Shorts handled perfectly by Moore. Kaufman out of the middle. Good play there by Evans. But then right on the net, tapped to the floor by Kaufman, so Boston back within 2. Service substitution in here. Cameron Ponce, number 14 for Boston, who was outstanding as the starting setter last night, including serving. In this time as a service sub for Skylar Kaufman. Good pass there from Evans. Vary to bring up set point is stuffed by Ferraro and can't be covered. What a crucial block by number 21 for Boston. And a New York timeout. Wow. The drama is everywhere here in the third set. You had 4 aces in a row. And now you have a crucial stuff block, as everybody in the gym thought that Vary was going to be able to bring up set point, but not yet. It'll be 22-23 Boston serving after this New York timeout. Anybody's game here in set number 3. LVC's got to side out this ball, and they do. Cameron Ponce, the service sub, misses that one short out of the timeout, and now set points coming up. 24-22. LVC with 2 opportunities to win this set. Bounce has got to tie this up at 24 to force extras. Can they side out this ball? No, they can't. Ace serve, AJ Witkowski on the floater, and that is it. 25-22, New York pulls away late to take set number 3, and the story is Joby Ramos with 4 aces in a row. Incredible serving performance from Team LVC. They lead this best-of-5 match 2-1. And we will be right back with even more volleyball. It is not over yet. Set number 4 in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
Get a straight into the cards and the gold. Oh, it's underneath the
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Rob here. Thanks for watching. That was fun. That is what you came here to see. 4 aces in a row from Joby Ramos, including 2 timeouts and 1 rotation. That was probably the service run of the year so far. Only one I can think of was Nick Iorfino of Sport Connects at West Division Cup with 2 aces to come back from 24-19 down. That was pretty sweet as well. That was huge for LVCs. It looked like they were losing a little bit of steam, didn't have the momentum. Their offense wasn't quite as good as it was in the first. And at one great serving performance, 1 great run can change everything. So New York leads 2-1. This is far from over. I expect Boston to respond. This very well could go 5. And this set is so important because if you win a match in the VLA in 3 or 4 sets, it's worth 3 full points in the standings. But if it goes to 5, the most you can get is 2 with a 5-set win, and you actually get a point as well with a 5-set loss. So there is 1 standings point on the line for sure in this 4th set. And that could be huge, as I expect this East Division to be really competitive throughout this season. So let's get to first service set number 4 in just a second. We'll see if Boston can send us to 5. I love 5-setters. I want to see more volleyball. Let's see if Boston can give it to us. Here's Ramos starting us off, serving for LVC on the far side of your screen to get set number 4 underway. And Bliss didn't think he got the block touch, but actually he did. Right off the fingertips, and Boston is on the board first here in the 4th. Perfect pass there by Evans. Vary blocked, covered by Ramos. Shorts, hangs, and no defense there for Boston to keep the ball off the floor. That's definitely a missed opportunity. That was a good block touch that I expect Boston to run down in most cases. Bliss, who's been really good in this match, back to serve for Boston, making his VLA debut. Oh, good push to the outside, and Fishman finds some space down the line. That is such a good delivery from Joby Ramos from all the way from the position 2 sideline, flinging it 30 feet and then some. Fishman takes advantage, and we're tied at 2. Woods missed it into the antenna. That ball set just a tiny bit too far outside, and there was no block there whatsoever. And so a missed opportunity there for Boston. Kaufman roofed one-on-one by Rogers. Lance Rogers back into the stuff block column. He was all over it in the first set with at least 2 one-on-ones, several stuff blocks. And if the LVC block can come back alive, they might just be able to win this thing in 4. Kaufman on the repeat. Rogers keeps it alive. Kaufman on the back one. Beautiful dig by Witkowski, but then right back on the net and dunked to the floor by Kaufman with 2 hands. And Kaufman will go back to serve at 3 serving 4. Oh, good set by Ramos, one-handed, but then hit out of bounds by Fishman. No block touch. So we are tied at 4. Kaufman, handled by Fishman, fired into the middle. Rogers kept alive. Oh, tried to fire it into the middle again, but the connection was just not quite there between Ramos and Rogers. There haven't been a lot of looks so far that Rogers has really made great hand contact with, and that's not easy. As fast as Ramos likes to run that offense, that connection will develop. But LVC's missed a couple of those. Kaufman serving after Bounce takes the lead. Fishman down the line. What a dig by Ritter. Varee tipped on the right side, kept alive by Kaufman. Good read. Chilcote off speed. Ramos could not make the play. And a little bit of conversation from the LVC side to our official about a ball handling call from the set earlier there by Bliss, but we're letting them play, and I like that. Good block touch there by Ferraro to slow it down. Woods crushed deep cross court. That is such a good transition play by the Boston Bounce. Excellent block touch, and it didn't slow it down much, but it was just enough to dig that ball right on top of the net, and Ritter fed Woods for the cross court kill. 7-4 Boston. Good response here for the Bounce so far in set number 4. Varee slowed down again by the block. And not the best set of Skylar Kaufman's career. Nothing Woods could do with that one, and LVC is out of that rotation. Another service error, this time by Woods. Good cut, short serve by Fishman, handled really well by Moore. Bliss out of the back row. That is such a good piece of offense right there, facilitated by Colin Ritter. I just love seeing these elite level teams run that pipe attacking system. I'd actually like to see both teams run that even more. 9 serving 6. Ferraro on the back one. That's gorgeous. I love that mix-up of how Boston's running their middle offense. We saw it from Kaufman earlier. That time Ferraro just so available and has so much space as the block was unable to follow him on the back one. And that's the thing, is when you move the offense around like that, it really puts pressure on the opposing block to move and respond. Shorts, good block touch by Kaufman to slow it down. Woods out of the back row, wanted the block touch, but he missed it out of bounds. No touch detected. Here's Ramos, who had that heroic serving performance late in the third. Almost another ace there, but a good pass by Chilcote. Bliss, such a good high, deep swing. Perfectly deep cross court off the fingertips of the block and out of play. And it looked to me like if that were not touched by the block, it would have been deep inbounds. That's elite level, high level wing attacking. 11 serving 8. Ritter has not been able to get the serve going so far. Way too many errors. Good pass there by Bliss. That was touched by the block, sent back over to the LVC side. Vary absolutely crushed down the line. I can watch Jordan hammer the ball down the line on the right side all day long. And with that unique footwork that he has, it honestly kind of helps him to keep his shoulders open, and that's clearly his favorite shot to hit. Oh, nice short serve there. Bliss passes that ball and is available to swing, and somehow puts it away off the block and down short on the LVC side. Another service error, this time from Bliss on the float serve. Woods hammered on the right side off the chest of shorts and to the ground. That was a bomb. Greg Woods has been awesome. Quiet in the first set, but has been electric ever since. And maybe he'll be a piece of the puzzle at opposite for Boston as they look to replace Jalen Penrose this year. Stuff blocked by Ferraro. Not fooled at all by the back row attack. He stays home and shuts down Penrose straight to the floor. (14-11) Boston. Looking to force this match to 5. Vary into the antenna. And that's good blocking there from Rob Chilcote. Shifting a little bit more towards the line to at least give Vary something to think about in terms of hitting his favorite shot. And New York needs timeout here, trailing by 4, 15-11. A nice response from the Boston Bounce. They are looking to push this to 5. They have the depth to do so. They're more equipped for a marathon of a match than LVC is, for sure. While we have a second in the timeout, I wanted to show you guys this. Huge shout outs to Mikasa, our ball supplier for the VLA. Boom. There you go. We got a VLA logoed volleyball. We're using them here for all the matches this season. We will be selling these very shortly, so stay tuned to our Instagram at VLA Volleyball for details on how to buy this cool logoed volleyball. All right, back to the match. Kaufman thinks he has an ace serve, and yes, he does. Right on the end line. No argument from Team LVC in the lead, up to 5, 16-11. We could be going 5 sets here, ladies and gentlemen. The service rotations for Boston, well, LVC as well, of their middle blockers serving have been surprisingly productive for both teams. Of course, just as I say that, Kaufman misses his one out of bounds, but it was the same thing last night in Boston's match against the Northeast Force. The middles served really well, and just somehow the teams were able to manufacture points in those service rotations. Vary could be the guy to get LVC back into this 4th set from the service line. No, not this time. The 6-2 comes in again for Boston. Ise Dong and Frank Field. Coach Konstantinov has really leaned on this pretty hard throughout the weekend so far, bringing in the 6-2 as an option. It's been pretty productive for him. Rogers is stuffed by Ferraro and can't be covered. And the Boston lead is up to 6. Very interesting. And a substitution in here. Interesting, a double substitution. Eric Martin in as the backup setter and Ryan Carty at the opposite, number 25 in black. I've seen Carty play both opposite and middle blocker. And E, the setter. That's a good, that might have been going out of bounds, played by Carty. Quick ball to Fishman on the right side is Doug. Chilcote tipped over the top and nobody there to make the play defensively. Wow, very interesting. Both teams going with their 6-2s, bringing in back row setters and front court opposites. It's paid off for the Boston Bounce, and right there, LVC unable to side out on the first ball, 19-12. Rogers blocked by Chilcote but covered. Fishman somehow threw the block of Ferraro and down. It is incredible to watch Eric Martin play. You can barely even see him. He's 5'5", 49 years of age, wears glasses while he plays, but has the respect of the entire East Coast volleyball community. Such a legend, phenomenal set of hands. Field roll over the top, go, and E just a little bit too late to make the defensive play there. And it's 20-13. Bounce looking awfully good here in the fourth to force this match to 5. Oh, what a bomb down the line by Carty. Ryan Carty with his first kill of the season. Good looking rip down the line there for number 25 in black. Carty out of Syracuse University. Somebody touched the net there. It was New York. So it negates a pretty good looking transition opportunity, and it's 21-14. Somehow able to be rescued. Bliss runs it down. Dong to Field. Dug by Fishman. Fishman out of the back row. Good swing off the edge of the block of Kaufman. Now to play. LVC gets out of that rotation. But no worries here for the Boston Bounce. LVC undoes the 6-2, so Viri and Ramos back into the game. But all Boston needs to do is side out efficiently, and they will force this match to 5. Now Bounce undoes their 6-2. Ritter and Woods back in. Rotation 1 receive here. Ramos to Shorts on the right side. Dug by Chilcote. Woods crushed cross court again. Plus a stare down. You love to see it. The Boston Bounce is heating up in a big way. And at 23-15, this has 5 sets written all over it. Ritter to serve again. Witkowski dug out of the middle, but Woods can't quite rescue it. He sends it over the antenna and out of bounds. So now 16-23 the score. Bliss slowed down by Fishman. Viri runs it down. Fishman blocked by Kaufman. And set points coming up. Straight down stuff block that time by number 16 in black, Skylar Kaufman. Set points for the Boston Bounce. A comfortable number of them. It's number 1, Andrew Bliss, serving for the set, 24-16. Tight pass. Witkowski crossbody. Ritter runs out of room, so 1 set point saved. Bliss out of the back row, maybe a half a step late to that ball. He missed it short, so LVC saves another set point. Does LVC have the energy to go to 5 sets and pull this off? Bounce, it looks like they certainly do. Free ball opportunity here for New York. Rogers out of the middle, slowed down. Kaufman, crushed wrist away, and that is it. We are going to 5, ladies and gentlemen. 25-18, Boston wins the 4th. And a quick sprint tiebreaker to 15 points is coming up. We'll do a quick coin toss, decide who serves, who plays what side. Teams will change sides when the first team reaches 8. But the best 2 words in all of volleyball, set 5, coming up in just a minute. Don't miss it. Who is going to have enough gas in the tank to get to 15 points first here in the 5th set? Bounce has more bodies on the roster. They're playing with more energy right now. But LVC has been in these situations so many times before. And very interesting, Dave Evans moving from the libero to the outside, and Landon Shorts moving from the outside to the libero. Very interesting. So some of the LVC outside hitters changing jerseys. Evans with some fresh legs. You better believe they're going to lean on him. Evans is an extremely dynamic outside hitter, even though at only 6 feet tall. Riddle will serve for Boston to start off the set. No lineup changes for the bounce. Right on cue, Evans right on the sideline. That is beautiful. Gorgeous. Great start for Team LVC here in the 5th. Evans, who's played well, controlling the ball at the libero, now changing jerseys in the set break. He's going to be relied on significantly for the offense. Evans, a former Division III National Player of the Year at Stevens Institute of Technology. Good serve there from Ramos. Kaufman crossbody dug by Ramos, but out of play. Good side out there for Boston, and just every point magnified so much more in a quick game 5, only to 15 points. Service errors included. You really got to make the other team earn everything they can have on the scoreboard. Evans, a very good server as well. Chilcote rattles through the block of Faria and down, and we're tied. who is going to be able to grab some points on serve in this fifth set to get the difference needed. Ooh, almost an ace serve there by Kaufman, kept alive by Shorts, and a huge tough block. Greg Woods closes the door on Andrew Fishman with Ferraro there as well. And there is a point on serve right on cue. Vary tipped down the line. He missed it out of bounds. No block touch. Interesting. So now all of a sudden, Boston has a 2-point lead. 4 serving 2 in the fifth. That ball just out of bounds. Definitely the right call, but it was close. Good block touch to slow it down. Witkowski has the second hands. Vary rejected again. This time Ferraro with Chilcote there as well. Ball set a little bit too tight for Vary to really have all of his options. 5-3 Boston. Vary not to be denied this time. He puts it away deep cross court. This is such a marathon, such a grind. 4 serving 5. Can Vary level up Team LVC? Good pass there by Moore to fight it off. Woods out of the back row. Rolled, easily dug by Vary. Rogers for the tie, and that is really good offensive connection right there. Finally, the offensive chemistry from Ramos, the setter, to Rogers, the middle attacker, looked really good on that play. They've been waiting for that all match. Tied up at 5. Good transition offense there from New York. Dump to the floor. What a throwdown by Colin Ritter. The first time we've seen him do that all match, and a perfect choice exactly at the right time. Six serving 5. Ace serve! Rob Chilcote with the nasty knuckling floater right into the seam. An indecision between Shorts and Evans on whose ball that was going to be. Massive point on serve right there for the Boston Bounce. It's 7-5. Perfect pass there by Shorts. Fishman tipped over the top, handled by Ritter. Good block touch there. Vary out of the back row, dug by Woods. Good block touch by Rogers. Transition opportunity here. What a crazy rally. Evans out of the back row, puts it away. Through the block and down. A marathon of a rally and a very important point won by Team LVC. And you can tell that they are gassed. Do they have enough gas in the tank to win this fifth set? A beautiful dig by Vary. That ball may have been going out of bounds, but played by Fishman. Boston takes the point. They get to 8 points first. And at 8-6, our teams will change sides. All right, the teams have switched sides. Neil Ferraro serving for the Boston Bounce, now on the near side of your screen. Eight serving 6. Not a very good pass there from Evans. But he puts it away anyway. Sharp cross court inside the block of Kaufman. And just as I thought, if LVC is going to make that change to swap the liberos and their outside hitters, so Shorts to put on the Bro jersey and Evans to become an outside hitter, he's going to be a big part of the offense with the freshest legs of anybody. Carty off the bench as a service sub. Good pressure here. Free ball opportunity for New York. Witkowski, what a cover. Now kind of a free ball here. Woods out of the back row, blocked by Evans and can't be covered, and we're tied at 8. What a crazy point there. That was a big block by Skylar Kaufman against AJ Witkowski, but was able to be rescued by Team LVC, and Carty back to serve again, this time in off the bench as a service sub. He's a very good jump spin server. Of course, right as I say that, buries that one into the middle of the net. Ritter with a 1-point lead, going with the float serve to keep this one in play. Perfect pass. Fishman out of the back row is rejected by Kaufman, one-on-one. What a read by Skylar Kaufman. Staying home, didn't even jump on the middle. He saw that pipe attack coming from a mile away. And a massive point on serve for the Boston Bounce. It's 10-8. Reverse dump. Wow, Ramos, the confidence to try that move in that situation. And he gets away with it off the tape and down for LVC to get back within 1. And look who's back to serve. Joby Ramos had 4 aces in a row that allowed LVC to win the 3rd set. They need him again right here, trailing by 1 in the 5th. Good pass by Moore. Beautiful deep swing by Andrew Bliss. And the lead back up to 2. Vary slowed down by the block, off the block and out of bounds. Wow, lucky deflection off the tape there that it came back to the LVC side and couldn't be played by Boston. LVC gets out of rotation 1, the first opportunity, and it's 10 serving 11. This is not over yet. Evans passed really nicely by Moore. Woods absolutely dents the floorboards. My goodness, that was a bomb. Oh, man. Greg Woods has been awesome. The Boston Bounce bench is exploding right now. It's 12-10. Skylar Kaufman. Boston is 3 points away from an incredible 5-set win. Good pass by Evans. Fishman, well handled by Woods. Chilcote has to send over a free ball. Witkowski, beautiful dig by Kaufman, but can't be kept off the floor for long. AJ Witkowski with the kill in the middle. And now Eric Martin comes in off the bench once again, this time as a service sub for Witkowski. Ferraro jammed to the floor on the power tip out of the middle. He hung in the air for so long right there. The Boston lead once again is 2. It's 13-11, and Ize Dong and Frank Field have come in once again in the 6-2 substitution pattern. Rotation 3 received for New York. Gotta have this point. Evans, Ramos, Vary on the right side, slowed down by the block. Chilcote off the block and out of bounds, and match points coming up. What a block touch right there. Rob Chilcote and Neil Ferraro slowed down Jordan Vary and kick-started the Boston transition offense. Now it's 14-11. Boston will have 3 opportunities to win this match in 5 after this New York timeout. What a marathon battle we've had here in the first match of the afternoon. Ize Dong for the Boston Bounce, the backup setter, serving for the match. 14-11. LVC's got to have this point, obviously. Field blocked, covered. Vary to stay alive, and they do. Good high rip against a triple block there. Deflects off the hands and out of bounds, and one match point is saved. Now it is up to Jordan Vary. Match point number 2 for the Boston Bounce. Can Vary be the New York hero and force extra points here in the 5th? Got to serve in, of course. Keeps it in play. Handled well by Kobe Moore. Field for the match. Blocked. What a cover by Moore again. Free ball opportunity here for LVC. Evans out of the back row through the block and down, and another match point saved. It's 13-14. Oh my goodness, the drama is insane. And Boston needs a timeout to figure this out. Nice block there from Lance Rogers, and even though it was covered by Boston, New York got a free ball out of it, and it is not over yet. Match point number 3 with the 6-2 substitution in and effectively rotation 1 here for Boston. Can they side out this serve of Jordan Vary to win the match? 13-14. Vary keeps it in play. Ferraro for the match is stuffed by Rogers, and we've got extra points. You've got to be kidding me. Good set choice to go to Ferraro, but set a little bit too low. He tried to tip it through the block of Rogers, but Lance Rogers out of George Mason comes up huge, and we've got extra points in the 5th. What a comeback from LVC. 3 points in a row, and it's 14 all. Now Vary misses the serve. He got him back to this point. But now Boston is going to have to win this match on the serve of their own. Rob Chilcote at the line, 15-14. Match point number 5, I believe. Vary out of the back row, off the block and out of bounds. That ball was definitely touched by Bliss, and we're still going 15-15. What a marathon. Fishman now the LVC server. Good pass by Moore again. Field on the right side. Beautiful dig by Vary. Field again off the block of Rogers and out of bounds. And another match point coming up for Boston. Oh my goodness, what a dramatic 5th set. It was 14-11 Boston. LVC brought it back to force extras. But now Neil Ferraro will serve for the match once again. No, he won't. A service substitute. Cameron Ponce. Starting setter from last night, off the bench in a service sub role. Not before an LVC timeout. Wow, what a battle here between these two great East Division franchises. 16-15 in the 5th. How deep will we go? We will see after the timeout. Match point Boston. Can Ponce serve this ball in and with pressure? Yes, he can. Good pass from Shorts. Evans to stay alive, and he puts it away off the block and out of bounds again. And we're still going 16 all. LVC has fought off so many match points. How deep will we go? Lance Rogers to serve for New York. Kaufman out of the middle, can't be kept alive. And another match point coming up. Ritter and Woods are going to come back into the front court now, or onto the floor for Boston. They undo the 6-2. Rotation 6 received for New York. Witkowski and Evans in the front court, along with the setter Joby Ramos. Colin Ritter serving for the match. 17-16, set 5. I can't believe I'm even saying that scoreline. It's crazy. Evans rolled over the top. What a great choice. What a time to pull out the off speed. And it's 17 all. Ramos back to serve with yet another opportunity to be the hero for Team LVC. He was the serving hero in the third set. Can he do it again here in an even bigger moment? Perfect pass from Chilcote. Woods through the block, covered by Ramos. Varee dug by Chilcote again. Woods way too easy, basically a free ball here. Evans, another roll shot. Good play by Kaufman. Bliss tipped over the top. Ramos, Fishman out of the back row, off the block and out of bounds. And now Team LVC has a match point of their own. They trailed 14-11 in this fifth set. They've fought off so many match points. And now Joby Ramos with an opportunity to win the match in an absolute marathon on his serve. Can he do it? Not yet. Bliss missed it out of bounds. No block touch. And LVC wins an absolute marathon of a match. 19-17 in the fifth. They fight off so many match points. And on the hitting error in rotation 1, Team LVC wins an all-time 5-set battle. 19-17 in the fifth. Can you believe that match? Wow. What a battle. And that's LVC's first match and first win of the season. What a way to start Saturday here from the VLA East Division event number 1. That was incredible. What a battle. Gonna grab an interview from one of the LVC guys on stream. We'll stick around for that, but the next match will be right about an hour from now. Boston Bounce back in action in a back-to-back against the Northeast Force, a rematch from last night. That's 5:30 Eastern. That's the next match. We'll grab an interview with the victorious Team LVC.
From the camera, right for my shot.
Mr. Hosley,
How you doing, man?
are you tired after just watching that one?
I'm exhausted after that. That was a long, long, hard-fought match. It was an awesome job by both teams. I think Boston did a great job keeping pressure on us the whole match, too. So definitely exhausting, physically and emotionally.
Physically exhausting for sure. So you switch, just to jump right into set 5.
Yep.
You switch Dave to the outside and Landon to Bro.
Correct.
And Dave had some fresh legs,
Yep.
and that made a huge difference. How premeditated was that move, I guess?
We had a little conversation just at the beginning of the match, and then we had him start at libero, which he obviously he wants to play outside, and then so I think premeditated. I don't think it was at all. I just know that we weren't getting production out of our pins, 100%, and I didn't think we were being aggressive late in the match. And I think by that switch, I knew he was going to come out. And we didn't have to tell him to. I think he just knew as soon as that happened that we just put him out there. And he's such an aggressive swinger, and he's got good off-speed shots. He's got good aggressive in-system swings. So he did a great job just picking us up and getting us some kills down the stretch.
I lost count of how many match points you fought off.
Yeah.
You were down 14-11.
11, yeah.
And Jordan gets you back to extras. You fight off all those. Just such a grind.
Yeah.
And Boston's a deep team. They have a massive roster. They had, on paper, they should have had more energy there in the fifth. How did you guys dig deep enough to pull that out?
I think we were a little bit defeated at 14-11. I think we called timeout or they called timeout at 14-12. But I think we just knew that we could get Jordan back there. He was going to put in a good aggressive serve, which we were kind of up and down with. But we knew if we could get some pressure on, we could get some good touches or some transition swings. And I think we just kind of created some energy out of that. And then as soon as we got that 13th point, we knew that there was a 100% chance that we could win that.
Totally. How about Joby Ramos with 4 aces in a row in the third?
He basically just picked us up for playing poorly and just went back and scored those 4 points and won that set for us. So he had a great match overall, and I think just that set was a big win, because had we not win that we don't even get the position to be in the fifth set.
Exactly. So you win a marathon, and now you have a couple hours to turn around and play the Northeast Force tonight.
Yeah.
Will the guys physically be able to handle that?
I think so. Yeah, I think we're ready. I think with a couple hours off, we can reset, get some, hydrate, and get some food. But yeah, no, it was an awesome match, and just thank you to you guys and Boston and Northeast Force and the New England AAU staff for letting us do this. We had a great crowd and great energy here, so it was awesome.
Yeah, the energy was awesome. Shout outs to Novice as well. They're here in person. All
the good gear
looks
man.
incredible. The gear is sick. We're going to do a lot of promos on the channel, so big thanks to those guys. Great match, dude. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good stuff.
I'll get him on his. I'm on camera. Go around, please. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was incredible. What a marathon. Packed house here in Connecticut. Thanks, everyone, for watching. That was incredible. Great match. 19-17 the fifth. What more could you ask for? I'll be right back in action in just about an hour. Northeast Force against the Boston Bounce. Rematch from last night right here on YouTube. We'll see you then. Rob Sinclair signing off for now.